You feeling that? Feeling it?
Fucking music in my ears, baby. Woo! Get some. Fucking ready for today? Huh?
He's slapping that bass.
Slapping the bass. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You ready?
Fucking born ready. Because Bobby's not here. That fucking sellout.
Nobody had to
Bullshit.
know. Nobody had to know. I was even thinking like
Nobody had to know.
I dressed up
I knew.
for our guest too. So
You got a fucking white belt stripe on your fucking jacket right now?
and green.
Everyone knows.
And green.
Green? There ain't no fucking green, you colorblind son of a bitch.
That's not green?
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
What color is that? That looks green to me.
I see white and then I see black jacket.
this stripe right here. That's black to you guys?
It sure as fuck ain't green.
Dear God.
Green is what is around this podcast room, dude.
Nah, you're fucking with me. That's dark green.
You can't even see dark green.
That's fucking, you're fucking with me.
Hold
I
on,
can
let me
tell.
get over there. Let's see what this shit is.
I'll put it up. That's fucking greenish. Right here, this line. That's green.
No.
Yes, it is.
Gray.
Gray or green?
Worn out version of that.
Oh, so it dyed green.
My ass.
It patinaed, if I may.
You may not. You may not.
It
Put that
patinaed.
fucker up on,
Patina the green.
on
Oh, I'm glad
taking
it's
it and selling it. DJ was talking about it.
I'm glad it's gray then because I thought it was green. I was like, that looks fucking stupid. But thank you.
Stupid is that jacket. So you're welcome.
It's my fucking Bombers Macy's jacket, bro.
What are you bombing? The pussy.
Nothing.
Ain't bombing shit.
I thought it would back in the day when I got it. It looked good on the mannequin, but
How old were you when you got that fucking thing? Let's be honest here.
2007, which was what?
You were still in high school.
No, I was gone at 05. So I was 2008ish probably. So
what?
22?
21, 22?
22?
Was that pre-stripper? Did you take
Nope.
that down to Vegas?
No.
No, what? No.
No, actually this is post stripper. This is more 2010.
You got a little love
2009.
juice on your face and you're like, I got to get that fucking jacket, boy.
This is when Daddy was dating what do they call those materialistic girls? Is that the word?
Strippers.
Materialistic?
Sure.
Where they say like we're dating.
Hashtag no names.
They say those type of chicks are like they say you're dating when there's another chick that's interested in you, but when there's nothing interested in you, they're like, well, we're just friends. That's what I was
Were
doing.
you at least catching the friends with bennies?
Oh yeah.
Rolling your fucking 401k over kind of deal?
I wasn't good at it, but that's what leads me to like I had a story about a fan.
An only fan?
And some semen. So you guys probably have heard like you are what you eat, or like like that pineapple shit. Like if you eat a bunch of pineapple, your semen's supposed to smell and taste good.
Well, your cock's supposed to taste good. Semen's
Why
a whole
would your
different
cock
ballgame.
taste good?
Well, because, Joe, before you get to the
What, are you
cum,
rubbing the
you gotta
pineapple on?
suck- You got to suck. No, it goes through your skin, So it's not.
Pineapple juice does?
That's the whole, the acidic acid of it. That's what the whole point is. So, like, when you piss, like you ever piss, like, eat asparagus. Same difference.
This can't be right.
It is right.
This can't be right.
It's not about making the cum taste better. It's about the dick. It's about getting the cum out of the dick.
Look it up. It's supposed to be like pineapple is supposed to make cum taste better.
No,
Yes,
no.
it is.
It's your fucking dick. So she's not sucking on a flesh rocket and it tastes like sweaty balls.
There's no way.
That's the whole point.
Okay, so I was going for the
So
the cum side of this, which I know I'm
science
right.
my ass.
So used to eat a lot of fast food, which I know you don't do, and college student, and this is like right at the time that we were still like not sure if we should be together or not be together or like each other.
The materialistic broad.
And and like I have a caveman instinct, so I just nutted in my underwear real quick. Like,
Did it smell like
after we were
pineapples?
no, so this is the best part. To me, it smelled like I just I didn't want to sleep in it because so I just stripped down, put on.
Hold on, we gotta back this gravy train up a second. You are all over the board.
What do you mean?
Okay, walk me through how you miraculously nutted in your underwear.
I think we were coming home from a rodeo, and I was like finger banging her, and
Daddy had a squirtsies
and it was like that.
Oopsies.
It's like
where's
that,
the paper?
It's like that first time, like you're not sure, like there's no like code to be like first time, like hey, I mean I guess you could just be like hey, you want to have sex, and that's that. It's more like
yeah, not once.
She goes and she's like, oh, I'm just going to change real quick. And she comes back on with nothing and just nothing on, but like a big giant shirt.
Okay.
It was very easy access. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know what rodeo that you're leaving where you're getting chopped up pineapples.
No, I wasn't. I was saying, so I'm getting to
the Maui Open? Like, what the fuck?
I was getting to the point. So like my diet wise, so I was saying like pineapples are supposed to make the semen taste and smell better. That's what it's supposed to do, not your dick.
No. It's the dick, but that's okay.
So we're going with the load shot here.
Okay.
All right. So the load's been shot like
prematurely
enough. Well, I wasn't planning on because I was trying to be a gentleman. I'm not gonna.
So I'm gonna come in my pants.
the ultimate gentleman move.
I'm not gonna rush the. I'm not gonna
rush
for
me, not for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rush the occasion. So I was like, all right, let's do a little whatever, flick the bean, which I had no idea what I was doing. Like I've never done that before either. So I was like
a fawn trying to walk.
So like after I came, I was like, well, it's time for bed. Not really. It wasn't really going anywhere from
still in the car.
No, we're in bed doing that.
Oh, you're at home. Okay.
But in the car, I was doing that. Yeah.
And she was just in a shirt?
She was in.
You driving? You got to set up the story, bud.
No,
come on here. Come on.
I was trying to
He's on the public bus coming back from a Maui rodeo.
My parents were actually driving me home.
We weren't. I wasn't driving. I was in the back seat with her, and someone else was driving with his girlfriend.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I was reaching down.
The click in your seatbelt.
Yeah, because yeah,
and
exactly.
I fell right into it.
I was definitely clicking in a seatbelt.
Gotcha.
But like the tension was there. We knew it was time. Like, hey, let's see what this does. See where this goes. And so that DJ Khaled continued into the bedroom, which is very weird to think of that. It should have just been full bore. Like, let's go at this point. But it was like not. Because it was like we tried to just maintain a friendship. That's why, like, we didn't want to rush in.
So she wanted to get her bean flicked real quick and then just leave you alone.
Well, I mean,
that's the kind of friendship she had.
When you show up wearing something like this, you know,
right,
like sexual tension
slaying bitches
through the roof.
Right.
All of a sudden, like
cut that sexual tension with a knife.
My tooth's in. I'm a great looking dude, in my opinion. You know.
Right.
I look at myself in the mirror, jerking off, like, yeah, you did that. You did that.
It's like fucking.
You did that.
It's like Christian Psycho.
Yeah, pretty much. Every guy's done that. If there's a mirror in the room, which there is at the resort, there's even one on the ceiling, which is amazing. By the way, I highly recommend that you just go to the resort and get the sex suite or whatever it's called. I don't know.
By myself.
Yeah, even by just jerk off.
I bet you I can hit that mirror. Give me that
pineapple. Yeah, dude, it's different. Yeah, you catch yourself in the mirror, you're like, yeah, is that how it's supposed to go? Like
bomber jacket's still on.
You start pumping harder. Like, yeah,
if it wasn't, why would he be flexing?
Everybody has done that. Christian Bale, yeah, that scene in Psycho. Every dude has caught himself in the window reflection of fucking.
Usually I'm the one looking in the window. I want to be in there.
Whatever it is. Have you not done that? Caught yourself?
No, I don't think so.
Honest to God.
I mean, I'm thinking of a time where I had a mirror placed where I would have caught it, but usually, let's be honest here. Most guys don't have mirrors in their bedroom.
Usually in a woman's room, they do. They have like
I'm not allowed in those
thing. I meant like in your past, but whatever.
I don't know if I have. To be honest.
Not even jerking off. You don't look yourself in the mirror?
No, I'm looking at porn. Not looking at myself. I don't make myself hard, Joe.
Yeah. He turns the phone into selfie mode.
Who you Snapchatting? Don't you worry.
Your dick doesn't turn your dick on. Just look at it like fuck.
Swing it around. All right.
So anyway,
get to this bedroom.
We're in the bedroom, and the diet part is the pineapple is supposed to make the semen smell and taste better. According to you, it's the fucking schlong. I don't see that, but okay.
It's a fleshy flesh, bud.
But to reflect on the diet, like I wasn't a very healthy eater because I was eating a lot of like fast food and shit. And so it was summertime or close to it. It was like, well, the end of summer because college had started. It was like about September, that time, like where it's still hot out, but kind of cools off at night. Fall.
The leaves were changing. Yeah. It was a gentle breeze.
Yeah. It was a sign.
And I jizzed in my pants.
Pretty much. That song, I can relate to that song. I can relate to that song multiple times. Like I became like fucking like a magician hiding semen. You know, gotta fucking get it out. Brought 2 pairs of shorts over all the time. Like I don't know these shorts.
Going back home, like why do I only have 1 pair of underwear?
This is like
anyway, why are you wasting it in your underwear? Why aren't you wasting it on her or in the bed?
Because she would finish and just go to bed. She would be the second.
Thank you.
She would be the second non-professional woman I've been with. She was basically my first, besides like the professional.
Gotcha.
So I have no idea what I'm doing at this point, and obviously.
Why don't you just pull out the professional card, though? You know what you're doing then.
Obviously, well, because the professional worked me. It wasn't me working her. Like, so I expected...
Play that alpha card, son.
I expected what happened to me in Vegas to happen, like, all the time, and it doesn't. So I was like, this is bullshit.
Right.
Maybe if I gave her $2,000, then it would be a different story.
Right. Yeah. So, get a bloody nose again.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so the deed's done, and usually with me, when the deed's done, I want to go to bed. I'm exhausted.
For not doing anything?
Not doing anything.
Right.
So I take my shit off because I want to sleep in it. It's gross.
Yeah, you mummified the next morning.
Yeah, it'd be like fucking...
Arachnophobia down there.
It'd be finding like snake skin. What the fuck's this?
I'm shedding.
So I throw it, but she likes to sleep with a fan on. Like these women that like noise have a fan on. I fucking hate that. One, I hate wind being blown on me in general. So I fucking hate fans. And I fucking, I know like I don't want it to smell. So I try to like throw it.
I really want to know why you think your seed smells that bad.
Oh, it was pretty bad. I mean, it's bad. Just based off your diet. It is literally based off your diet.
Okay, go ahead.
So I throw it. And it's literally like you could hear it. It's like a wet rag hitting the wall, like, but it didn't hit the wall. It like fucking fanned out perfectly because you could see a little bit of the street light coming through the window, and you could see the fan, and it just spanned out perfectly on the fan and sucked to it. So the fan's blowing my jizz smell into the room, and I passed out instantly. But I got a text from her the next day, like when I was in class, like, your jizz smells horrible. And at first I was upset, but now I can laugh about it. I was like, dude, it made me change my diet and shit. Like, I was the type of materialistic that's shit women. That's what that type of woman can do to you. It fucks you up, and then it makes you not care about like relationships after that.
If you would have put that anywhere else besides in your fucking underwear, I mean, let's be honest here. You're in that fucking rodeo, right? You're fucking packing a loaded weapon. It's probably hot, like you just said, middle of summer, right? I'm painting you a picture. You got fucking swamp ass going on. You got a little duck butter going on. Your diet is already shit. So I'll guarantee that underwear is nothing important. You know what I mean? Like you can take a match to those things, but just up.
Well, it's kind of,
and then you threw it into a fucking fan.
It was kind of.
She's probably smelling your asshole the whole fucking night. I doubt it was your little 1 ounce of jizz.
It was kind of a date night, you know. So I was freshened up, definitely showered and stuff.
Were.
Like,
right.
But I mean, it's just a rodeo. I just sat there. I didn't go.
So I'm saying you're just festering in your own fucking swelt. You know?
True, but it wasn't.
Saw a bunch of cowboy butts. He was all hard, and it was.
Trust me, it wasn't that.
Cowboys butts and nuts.
It wasn't that. Like it almost knocked the fucking fan over. It was like
12 ounces of fucking cum coming out.
Sat and I was like, and I thought to myself, I should get up and get that. Fuck it. Sure as shit. Next day.
So after the text, do you go back over and finish the deal finally, or is that the end of it?
No, I don't remember much how the progression of that happened with that relationship. Let's just say it shouldn't have happened.
So there was a relationship after
it was
the fan.
It was oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were roommates at the time. We were living together.
Oh, so you could just kick her ass. Why did you take her nasty ass underwear to your own room?
Because I was in her room.
That's what I mean, though. But like, you could have woke up and like, I'm gonna grab my underwear off this fucking fan and throw it. You're not even leaving. You're going to your own bedroom.
The deed's already been done, bro. It's like it's already dried out.
Like
it's like when Thanos. It's like when Thanos snapped his fingers. The semen was just turned to dust by then. It's like it probably got in her nostrils and shit.
Dude, it's like your calling card, you know. Females will like leave underwear at your house. You're like, oh, yeah, I think I might have left my panties.
That was Joe's first baby mama.
right. Hard as shit.
Thank God, though.
Oh, it's even better that she was your fucking roommate.
No, same chick wanted it in her. It was like a 4th of July party or whatever.
Very scientific.
She wanted me to do it in, like, blow my load inside of her.
Right, because she didn't want it to smell.
No. This is like...
How do you mask that? I'll take it all.
This is the first time I had to buy Plan B. Which she got upset because she came back into the room and was like, it's dripping down my leg. I was like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I'm not cleaning that shit up. And then
stuffing it back in.
And then she didn't tell me like she was on birth control or anything like that. So she's like, by the way, you have to buy Plan B tomorrow. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna go with Plan A.
All these red flags, bro. All these red flags. Like, here we go. And we know my shit can get the job done. Like,
well, that has not been proven yet. We're just speculating.
Definitely can.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Just
That's
saying.
me.
Sounds like Aaron's kid to me.
Yeah, I know.
I had blonde hair, blue eyes. My hair was totally blonde. Just
wait.
as blonde as his. Until I turned like 10 or 12. Became a man. Didn't have that recessive bullshit in my blood anymore.
That's when,
pissed it out.
Yeah, the Nazis were right. No, joking. Jokes.
I had blonde hair. Well, it was starting to turn brownish in high school, but it was still like blonde. But when I met said materialistic chick, she liked dark hair, so I had to dye it dark.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And it's never recovered.
Did you really?
I did.
100%?
100% dark.
Now, did you go like a brown? Or did you go like straight jet black?
I started off, I was in dude, I literally dyed my hair. I would buy hair dye.
Constantly then. You're keeping up on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I forgot your hair grows. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? So, yeah. And it's not cheap and it's horrible. It's like,
doing eyebrows too?
No, my eyebrows are already kind of dark.
What about your nuts?
No.
No?
No.
You let them go?
Well, she made me shave it, so I had to get rid of the bush.
You rocking like 70s push out or what?
It was pretty bad.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you're shooting for dreads or something.
No, I just like, why would you shave it? It's natural. Like, it's not my. But apparently,
that's just like you growing a beard and just be like, why would I ever shave my face? Fuck it, it's natural.
Apparently,
hair in my ears. Fuck it.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I see people shaving a beard because they can't grow it and it looks like shit. But my beard was amazing, so I'm not shaving that. I grow all the time.
Okay.
The Italian stallion.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The Italian stallion with bad semen?
Mm-hmm. You got chest hair up the ass? Yeah. I don't know, man. That semen thing. Yeah. Fucking weird.
So how many more times of pineapple juice drinking did you do?
I didn't know about that until like a comedian one time said it at the Loungefly, and I was like, oh, is that why people fucking do that? And then it had a flashback to that. But yeah, it is. It's not to make your dick taste better.
Get it? 100%.
No.
100%.
No.
Yes. Yeah. No one's, dude. Half the time, some people are even gonna come, and they're just gonna be tasting flesh rocket the whole time. It's to make the dick taste better.
I will say, like, your body sweats out odor and said stuff. But
that's like saying, you know what my shit smells like before I take a shit.
It sweats out.
You know what I mean?
No,
like, that's
but
exactly
I know what your shit smells like on the outside once it's out in the air. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she could smell it in my ball sack. It was.
She could. It's bad.
That would be really bad.
I think your semen's bad.
It was on the outside already in a rag and shit.
Well, anything that's left out of your body fucking sitting in a pool of its own shit is going to start smelling.
Like semen has a smell based off your diet. 100% true.
I'm sure it's probably going to have a little bit to do with that, but the whole thing about the pineapple juice is because you want the dick to taste a little bit better. So it doesn't taste like a sweaty fucking flesh rocket. I suck a lot of dick, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't believe that. I don't think it's true.
It's not about, because no one cares about the 2 seconds of the finishing taste. All right. If it's going to take you 10 minutes, it's fucking hog dogging down to get to those 2 seconds. You know what I mean? It's not about the end of the race. It's about the journey to the end of the race.
The dick's on the outside of her mouth. On the
what?
On the
outside of her mouth?
On the outside.
Just put it on my cheek. I'm going to rub it a little bit.
She could put in a spearmint gum if she wants it to taste better. It's win-win for both of you. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah, but if it's already thrown off a smell, she's going to be like, hey, you might want to go get some fucking penicillin because this thing smells like shit.
Does your dick even have sweat glands? I don't think it does. Or sweat pores?
No, but if it's around your balls that are sweating the whole time and in that nasty ass underwear, but it's going to attach something.
But it's erect.
Get a female on the line, Tim.
But it's erect, right? So it's away from your nasty balls.
Are you going to walk around for 23 hours with your dick hard?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably showered at this point or something. Right. Like, you know when you're getting ahead. It's marked on the calendar. Rose petals are out. I'm showering. Stuff's going down. Wiping up out here. I mean, unless you want to be mean and never get head again. Yeah. It's the same thing like if a woman were to like not clean her shit and then you expect her to go down on you. It's not going to happen. Like, fix that shit. Been on the podcast before. Like we had a guest say like, hey, next day he's like, hey, you need to clean your vagina. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It wasn't clean. It was shave.
Oh, was it?
It was shave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, hey, listen, we're going to do that again. You need to shave that.
Same thing.
Right. I mean, same difference, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I think Tim's hopefully looking it up, but we'll find out. So
but if that's true though, like kudos to you. I would have never thought that in a million years.
Yeah, it's not like, put it this way. You don't lick a lollipop to get to the taste of the chocolate part in the middle of the fucking lollipop. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah. It's on the outside. It's for the outside.
Takes me about 3 licks.
I don't see anything whatsoever about penis.
There you go.
Everything I'm seeing is semen.
Thank you.
No.
Put another tally mark up for me.
Get that fucking board out of here.
I told you. Like I don't see the penis thing. Okay. I mean, it might help if you rub pineapple on it, or you fuck the pineapple.
Again, that was a good rodeo, right?
Yeah, somewhat.
So shout out to Father Bill out here on his fucking life journey, cruising around states of the Americas on this road trip of his.
Oh yeah.
But one thing I wanted to bring up is what you were telling me that Daddy's trying to get back on the horse. And he found a little website that he went to.
Oh yeah,
and signed up for.
Well, as you know, when I found out, I would say my dad's a fucking horn dog for sure.
Right.
100%. Never showed it.
Right. Well, I mean,
until the one time we caught him watching porn, but he didn't know.
With pineapples.
You remember like the old the Spice Channel that was like black and white. If you turn the contrast,
right? You can maybe see a tit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So it was like that. Yeah, he he signed up for Farmers Only, and I was like, Dad, you're not even a fucking farmer. And he's like, No, are these bitches? Have you seen them? I was like, show me some of them, and they're like, he told my sister.
How old is your dad?
76, 75.
He's that. I thought he was early 70s. He's mid.
Yeah, he's mid for sure. He's born 48, so.
Do the math.
Whatever the math is.
73?
Yeah, somewhere around there. 74, 75. Yeah, but he's getting... and even my wife said...
No.
My wife told him, was like, you do what you want. Just be weird if they're younger than me. And they are younger. They're like 33, 28 messaging him. And don't get me wrong. No homo. Or FOMO.
I mean, he is a good-looking older man.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he still has dark hair in his 70s.
He's put together. He's the epitome of like an older Italian who has his shit together. So I'll give you that. But I mean,
I was like, Dad, if you
farmers only though.
I was
you know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah,
like, come on.
Well, his friend told him about it, who is actually a farmer.
Oh boy.
So I'm like, Dad, there's
plowing fields and growing pussy.
There's other shit you can sign up for, like Plenty of Fish or well, I don't know what the fuck's out there now, but there's got to be something. But I was like, Dad, if that's all you want is sex, it's called Tinder. Like, just get on fucking Tinder.
Right. Craigslist.
Like,
we know a couple guys.
Unless you're gonna change your profile to be like, I yell a lot, I can throw shit, I'll call you cunt and bitch, and I expect dinner and shit in my underwear washed and shit. You put that on your profile, and anyone hits you up there. That's it, Dad. And then you want to deal with that, and then yeah. But if you're just trying to get your nut off, go on Tinder. That's what Tinder's for.
Well, that's why I want to know. You know, if they're 28 and 33, you know, under half his age.
Yeah, and he's showing my wife, like, look at this one. It's not even showing us. Not even showing me. Like, no, he's just like talking to my wife, like, what do you think about her?
I mean,
I'm like, Dad.
Either they have the huge daddy complex, right? Or they just want to get fucking laid out by some fucking geriatric fuck. Or two, they're slow playing a fucking money game here. I mean, it has to be one of the two. Right?
Which I told him about that. I was like, be careful, because he did put widow, and he only wants, I think you can put widow on the profile. Yeah. And you can only, so he's only dating other widows. I was like, that's super fucking
At 28? Dude, that's a fucking Anthony, Casey Anthony case right there, son. If they're 28 widows, they probably fucking killed him. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could be. But, like, I think he was just getting a rise out of my wife, because you know how he is.
Right.
He's like, look at her. What do you think about her, 33? Because he told my sister, who's 40-something, and she was like, as long as they're older than me. Like, 80% of them are not older than you. Like, so I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad.
I mean, good for him.
No, it's good for him.
You know, you go from being married that long to you get to finally look at something. I mean,
well,
do you blame him?
No one. What the weird part of the story, to my thought rationale is if my dad's that big of a horn dog, there's no way that he would have stayed with my mom for that long, in my opinion. I'm just saying that. I'm not putting words in mouth or speaking.
Right.
So they had sex a lot, in my opinion. A lot. They hit it well. Which, well, technically they didn't hit it well, because your wife mentioned this too. My dad would always grab my mom's crotch in public all the time. And I believe your wife brought it up one time, like when we first started hanging out.
He's always slapping skins.
Oh, he would pinch it, like the Italian, like, hey, how you doing?
He's talking to his dinner.
Like, oh yeah. So it didn't click.
It's a gumball.
It didn't click until this. Like I give my wife the ass slap, of course, but I've never reached under in public and like grab him by the pussy. Hey,
your dad would be the guy who gets down on his knees. And
that's why he voted for Trump.
Like, listen, when I get home tonight, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna fucking get you good. He's like, stop it, Bill. He's like, I'm talking here. Do you know? It just goes into this whole.
That could be a
dialogue,
skit right there. It's got a big old clip by your face. Like I'm coming.
Yeah. He called this the Seattle Clams, baby. Coming in that 206. Just fucking going deep.
Or play some zone defense on you.
Does he have any people fucking met up like for this trip? Like, is he? Because I know he's. Well, tell the listeners and viewers about your dad's. Trip.
His trip plan is to go. He already made it there. He left today, and he's going to Portland, where my brother's at. Stay with them, meet the fam. And then his goal, he said he's going to head down to Yuma, Arizona, because he's never been to Arizona and he wants to see what it's like. So Portland to Arizona. And then he was going to drive to Missouri to see my sister and their place. And then he's going to, on the way back, stop in South Dakota to see his best friend, who just moved out there from Evanston. And then he was coming back. So not supposed to be back until mid to late March. But he's also like my dad, and he's like, I'm going to see how I do when I get to Portland. I might just turn the fuck around. Who knows?
It depends on how many girls hit him up in Farmers Only living in Portland.
But the thing is like, so
he's going to be big in Wyoming.
So we have this app, not a sponsor, but I highly recommend it should be a sponsor. It's really cool. Got it for when we went down to Cabo. It's called Life 360. So we got it so my dad could track us when we were in Mexico, and we could track the kids. So basically it tracks your phone where you're at, and like you can buy these little devices that can go on your keys. I have one on my remote because my kids lose it all the time. So I can find my remote, or I can hit the button and it'll play a song, and I can find my fucking remote so I can watch TV. My dad told my wife, who told me, he's like, okay, I'll let you have this till you come back from Mexico, but I don't need you to see who I'm going to go, hook up with all the time, okay? It's basically what he said. Like, why would you say that shit? Like, who says that? So yeah, I'm gonna see his route, and he's probably gonna go through Reno.
Like, oh, he shut it off
because
in Vegas.
He loves to play cards and have fun, and he made a lot of money there in his past. And then he'll go to Vegas, but I guarantee you, yeah, he's probably gonna pay for something if he goes that route.
I mean, I don't know why. You can just go find that 28-year-old who fucking killed her husband. Be like, hey,
because that comes.
You want to go on a car ride?
Because that shit comes with strings, and then he's like,
dude, he can fucking put her in the car, take her to Wyoming, and just drop her ass off, knowing your dad
shows
like,
up.
all right, get home, and
shows
then
up
you just
with some
leave. Like,
chick.
wait. Yeah.
No,
this is my new wife. She's fucking
he's gonna come home
19.
Yeah, gets married in Vegas.
She loves me for me.
Find some bushy chick in Portland and marries her in Vegas. Yeah, I can see
Imagine
that.
if he brings home some tattooed fucking. I know, I saw that. Some tattooed broad, piercings, everything, face tattoo,
he wouldn't
half
do that.
shaved head. You know what I mean? He's like, I really like her though.
He-
You're like, what?
No,
You conservative? What?
She's got a really good heart.
He owns a
pussy.
can opener. He's not bringing home another one. So
Maybe.
I mean, unless she has a, I've never been with a girl that had a piercing in her tongue, that ball thing, but I hear it works wonders down there where the pineapple comes out your dick.
Okay,
I've
SpongeBob.
I've always wanted to get a Prince Albert. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
For that reason, yeah.
I said there's no way you'd ever do it.
I think I would.
I'd even pay for it.
I'm not doing it because my wife doesn't want it.
Oh, okay. Let's do
So-
everything the wives don't want to do now, Joe.
Well, she's my last one.
Or your only one. My last one. I killed the other two.
Nah.
I don't know why you don't just get it. How do you know she's not going to like it? How many guys has she been with that's had a fucking pierced dick? That's the real question.
That's probably what I should ask her. Like,
Yeah.
why don't
Don't you want this? Yeah, let's do a little diving down here, buddy. Come on now.
Well,
Oh boy.
my next thing I want to ask is like, have you guys ever wanted to or have filmed yourself?
Jacking off in front of a mirror?
No, having sex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that too. I want to see what it's like.
We're going to come back into the fucking podcast and the GoPros are going to be gone. Be like, what the fuck?
Why is the button all
I'm going to go
sticky?
start to edit a
Why
video.
does it
and
smell
I'm just
like
gonna see
shit in here?
his ass fucking up in the air. She's going to go, did you eat pineapple?
Oh, it's like, why is it? No, like, not to like be hurt. I've always thought like, I've always wanted to, and that's what the mirror thing does. Like, you get that one
Hey,
time.
dude, farmersonly.com. You can do whatever the fuck
thing,
you want.
But no, I'm just like, so you
sponsored.
have done it before.
I'm a fat shit, dude. I don't want to see that in angles. I'm good. I'm good. I got my POV over here, man. I'm good.
Cut it!
Dude, my rolls have rolls, dude. I don't wanna fucking see that.
No,
I can't imagine that my wife wants to see it, but she does.
but you will. Go to sleep. No, okay.
No, I mean, fair enough. That's a good reason, I guess. I just was thinking, like, I was curious.
I mean, you do have action cameras here, Joe.
Oh,
So, I mean,
no, I want to do that. I would just use a phone.
you can put that motherfucker on a gimbal and
However-
fucking get down there and shit, you know?
However, I did think of the GoPro. Yeah, I was like,
I know you did. I don't fucking lie to me, son. I'm going to know.
So, like,
I'm going to come in here and we're going to load everything up. And then where it says the SD card thing, one's going to have an SD card in there. I'm like,
oh yeah, it needs one. Yeah, I found that out.
look
Yeah.
at that. There's already one in there.
It's gonna say homework.
So when
Right.
so when you filmed, was it on a phone or like was it planned?
It was on a phone. Yeah.
Hopefully, it was planned.
So
Was it on one of
she
those
didn't know.
those old Nokias where it's only like 8 bits?
I'm over here waving at my fucking fire detector. Is it on? No, it was. I've done it a couple times. The first time with one of the girls, like she filmed it on her phone too, and so it was just kind of like action cam. And
So-
then the other time it was just like a stationary kind of thing, and then seeing what's going on. You know,
Did you rewatch it?
fuck yeah.
Yeah, he sat down, critiqued it.
Well, like my biggest.
Gave it some gameplay.
No,
Drew on it
it's
like John Madden.
It's like the
yeah.
like, you know, if like
Ooh,
significant
I don't know.
other's
That
like,
wasn't
hey,
a good. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
ooh, yeah. That's why I pulled my quad.
Ow, ow.
Stunt cock.
You can
Get me out of here.
You're gonna see the cod, the cod.
I gotta start
quad
stretching.
Snap right there. There it goes.
Yep, you can see it up my ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, if you're gonna watch porn, why not watch porn with you and someone else?
That's what I thought.
What I mean? Like
That's gonna
it
be,
makes it better kind of deal. It's like
that's gonna be
it's kind of the thing is like we've all gone through the rabbit hole. It's like, oh, and they even talk about this in the last podcast with like the old Max and dial up 56K trying to get porn, maybe you see a nipple and it takes forever. It's like stills and photos can only go so far. It's like you want the live action. That's like the first time you've heard sound in porn, kind of a deal. Like you talking about that. It's like you want to hear the sounds, you want to hear the slappings and the slurries and all the wetness. Like you want to get in there. So if it's you doing it, why not?
You come in my bedroom, I have better lighting and sound.
Yeah.
What's
I can't
this for?
afford fucking lighting in the year.
What do you mean? What's it for?
Green screens in there and shit. We're fucking on a boat tonight.
No, that was gonna be like not really like a lure to get her to do it. Like, oh, I'd rather just watch us than go on Instagram and watch women or work out or whatever, Like
well, it's like me asking with not asking if you get nudies from your significant others. I'm not asking without asking, but I'm asking. But it's like, when you get those every once in a while, you're like, oh, that's nice. Like, thank you. Like, it made my day.
Yeah.
So now it's like, it's one thing if it's like a towel's down a little bit and then you get a fucking video of either yourself or her or whatever.
What I think the problem is.
And you're like, oh, there's my dad.
What I think the problem is like why. Why
28 my ass?
Why like women would be hesitant to do it because it is erotic to do it. It's different. It's because of their figure. Like maybe they're not 100% into
I think that's
themselves.
a point to it, but the other point's probably like if somebody finds out, if
I would totally
show your friends.
I would totally be like, it's all you. You can have it. Like I don't care. Like I just want to like, hey, watch it every now and then.
Right, exactly. It's like if you're gonna do it, I want to be able to see it.
Just get it. Nowadays, you could probably get a VHS on. Nobody has a VHS tape.
Right,
What the fuck's this?
Exactly. 10 cup.
Put it in the tin cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. No, I was thinking that the other day. Like, I could probably talk my way into this.
Yeah. I mean, it's again.
As
I
long
think
as
it comes
she-
like being
as long as
comfortable and whatnot.
As long as, which I know she is, so, more than most women.
Right.
And like she knows, like, and she's comfortable to talk about that too. Like she brings it up, and she's like, "Hey, I don't like the way I look." Like, fine.
Neither do I.
She doesn't.
Get out of here. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's about time.
Finally, you said it, not me.
Oh my god,
Jokes.
it's all them carbs you've been eating.
That's not cum.
But no, she loves working out and stuff, so she's getting back on that, and it's good for her. Like I want her to like, because I have shit I enjoy doing,
Right.
So like, go back, like just because COVID shut down, you got to work from home and do all this shit, and like we have kids, like you love going to CrossFit, you love working out. Go do that again.
Well, fuck, dude. Like that's the biggest thing too. Like working from home. Like, yeah, I get it. It's stressful. Like everyone thinks working from home is the best thing. It can be, but yeah, you want to get the fuck out of the house, dude. You can only be there so much. But in the same sense, if you're working from a computer for home, you could just fucking stand up real quick, do 20 wall squats, and just do it every 20 minutes.
No,
like,
but like,
and not like you have to go to the gym for 3 hours, but to break up the monotony of what you're doing at home, do a couple push-ups.
But people like that structure though. Like they get a workout and they're working out with others, and they get to go and they see it. Like I don't need to pay for jiu-jitsu. I could just probably be like, find a friend like you and like, hey, we got mats. We'll just watch YouTube.
No,
and
that's
learn
not. That's like learning martial arts from
I
a book.
understand that.
But it's not going to work.
It's the same thing of not buying a home gym in a sense.
No, it's completely different.
In a sense,
completely different.
Yes, it is. On scales,
it's like saying you're trying to walk on stilts and then fucking skydive. Like I could just probably learn skydiving from a fucking video.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Even the smartest man, Elon Musk, said you don't need to go to college if you want to learn anything you want. It's on the internet.
Okay. Again, he's probably talking about anything pertaining and being in a book.
Okay, fair enough, but some people don't view it that way.
It's like saying you want to learn how to throw a fucking 95-mile fastball and you've never played baseball.
No,
you read the books.
What I would
mechanics
or
Joe
shit.
can.
What I would say 85. What I would say with sports and athletics is it's not necessarily learning, it's repetitioning and doing it over. Like, yes, we know how to do
right, but you need to
jiu-jitsu
know
1 through 5.
You need to know somebody that knows more to that to be able to teach you hands-on.
Yes. I'm saying you have to practice. You have to be able to practice a lot.
Right.
Athletics comes to practicing.
I I mean, you could get a coach who's, say, a black belt or whatnot and just work one-on-one with you. And you'd probably be pretty good.
And I know what you're saying. Like, it's like if I come to a math problem, I can be like, time out. Google what you got. If I come to a street fight, be like, oh, this guy's got me here. Time out. Time.
Right. I didn't get to see this one yet.
Another great skit. Let me YouTube this real quick.
Right, exactly.
How do I get out of this fucking choke right now? This is serious. Yes, so I get what you're saying, but muscle memory is better than like reflexes are better in sports naturally than to have your brain think about it. Be like, oh, you need to do this right now. When your body can stop at the spinal cord and go back and do what it's supposed to do, that's what makes you better athletically.
Right, but again, that goes in the repetition. Like that's the same concept as like if you're in the military, you're like, I want to be a Green Beret or I want to be a Navy SEAL, and then there's no one there showing you how to do it. Like I watched a couple of videos. They fucking ran the beach and pulled some logs. It's like, you gotta have. Well, you gotta have that fucking. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that you have to physically endure.
Is that how your brother trained for to be a Navy SEAL?
For what way?
You watched SEAL with fucking Charlie Sheen?
No, it was a fucking nightmare with him training. No, the thing with someone like that with that mentality is like when they put their mind to it, they do it, and he did it. Like,
well, he didn't do shit. Let's be honest. He worked out. He didn't do anything. He didn't go into the military.
No.
So don't shit on any of those guys. He didn't do shit.
No,
he
I'm
was
not saying that at
physically
all.
trying to get there and mentally, but didn't.
But I think with that program though, it's not about teaching you how to get. It's about breaking you down and what you can withstand.
Agreed. But you have to have
and
someone
then
that
once
knows
you
what
get
the fuck they're doing.
once you get through, then they're gonna teach you. Like then you get the lessons and the mentality of like, this is how I want to be. Like being cold and wet all the time.
But most people aren't putting through a
horrible.
physical thing like that at all.
Nobody
in life,
is.
You know what I mean?
Ever. No.
Like you're just like, oh, it's cold and turn the heat up.
Yeah, you get there and it's fucking day one is like just probably miserable as fuck. It's the worst thing you can do, but like probably the best outcome because it's the worst thing you're gonna put your body through.
Speaking of putting your body through something,
for some people that's getting up at 5:30. And
Right.
when you get up at 5:30 and work out, that's a great. Your body's fucking great.
I started drinking pineapple juice at 5:30.
Oh my god.
What? Yeah, we were talking about Mexico beforehand because Daddy just got back from Cabos.
Oh yeah. So have you guys ever been roofied?
No.
I may have roofied myself one time.
Have you guys?
Whoa! Hold on. What?
Because jerking off in the mirror.
Passed out. Yeah, I may have the long night, but
So roofie's
a lot of beers, and someone spiked something as a joke, and I may have drank it. I'm not sure. I can't tell you. I don't know if I was. I don't know if I was.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, I was so fucking drunk, I didn't know, and so I didn't know if I was like in a drunken stupor, like being like, "Oh, I'm just drunk," or
like
it wasn't like 2 beers in, and I drank it, and I was like, "Oh man, I feel a little fucking weird." It was like 14 beers in, and I'm like, I feel fucking weird. I'm like, yeah, you're drunk. I'm like, that's true. Whee!
I bring you guys in my drunken stupors all the time.
I bet you do.
Via chat.
Yep. I usually say, Joe, go to bed.
Yeah, I get a lot of that, Joe, go to bed.
I realize when I text those, like, I am so blunt.
Oh, it's
You're
like
probably like
they're like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, please don't be mad at me.
In the morning, I look at the message and I'm like,
it's like 22
man,
deep.
I was kind of mean on that one.
I think it's what he needs for his sober self. Like, go to bed. Nah, I should probably go to bed.
Yeah. So you did it as a joke, but didn't realize you did it. So meaning roofied, you had like some form of Cialis or Viagra, so your shit was hard. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I've never roofied myself with a dick pill. No.
Oh, that's what I was trying to talk about.
I was talking like a Rufinol or something.
Oh, you had Rufinol.
I don't know what it was.
No, okay. So wrong word.
It was a long fucking.
Yeah. What?
Have you guys?
I was hanging out with some friends in Seattle, and
they're your friends. My asshole hurt the next day.
I woke up and I fucking smelled like pineapple.
And I had some snake skin on me. I had to dust off my
shade
mouth.
That shit up. My underwear's on a fan.
Yeah. It smelled like ball sack and
right. It was
McDonald's.
Horrible. I hate fucking McChicken. No, they were fucking around because they ended up getting some like coke and some mushrooms and then something else.
Jesus.
It was a party, bruh. And so I didn't involve myself in the coke. I didn't take any of the mushrooms because I was drinking. Probably smoked a little weed. But they had some stuff. The guy just had multiple shit, and they went to go like put a little dose of something into a drink. I don't know exactly what it was for their friend to fuck with him.
Oh,
and
they were gonna fuck with him for real too. I bet
probably. But then I ended up drinking the beer because I thought it was mine. And one of the guys came back. He's like, "Dude, where's that fucking beer there?" He was like,
"I drank it."
I'm like, "This one right here." He's like, "Oh no." He's like, "Dude," and I'm like, "What?" And they just started laughing. They would never tell me.
Take some coke.
Or they did tell me, and I was super drunk and fucked up on other shit. And I don't remember what it was, but
that's the best part. Like you felt comfortable enough to do that. Right?
I knew I wasn't gonna get raped.
Well, true.
I mean, I was pretty cute back then, so there's a good chance. But no, it was like they were trying to fuck with one of their other friends, and then I just took it. And then they were there the whole night, like making sure I wasn't passed out in the fucking bathroom, dying, seizing, fucking foaming out the mouth.
When I meant roofied, I mean like, I didn't mean like the actual drug roofie. I thought it was like I was trying to be generic, like something put in
generic,
something given
Walmart
to you
bread,
that affected your body that you didn't know.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah. So okay. Hence roofied.
Right, drugged. I took it without knowing.
So first time I smoked weed. I think it was laced with something. And I was at a friend of mine's house, and I was about ready to head home, and I couldn't feel anything. Didn't feel anything. I was like, all right, I'm like 4 blocks from home, and so I get in my car and I turn my car on, and it was like something in the sound of the car just instantly hit, and it's like the entire world just went
tunnel
vision, and like I remember calling up my buddy I was at his house, and he's got this voicemail for me, and he plays it back, and he's like, I was like, buddy, hey, my hands are bigger than my whole body. What's going on? Because like I just remember looking down at my hands, and they were just huge.
I wonder why my dick looks so small.
Right? So I think it was laced with something.
Really?
Like, yeah. And that was
it could have been like psychedelic or acid.
I mean, I asked I knew the guy that I bought it from, and I asked him, and he's like, no, nothing that I knew about. He goes, but
that was the first time you ever smoked weed?
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I ever did, I don't remember really even getting high. I remember just getting kind of like almost more aware.
Okay.
Kind of did like almost like scary because we smoked weed for the first time, but I never got like
well,
let's go on a journey.
Let me ask you, how did you smoke it? How did you? Was it through
I don't remember,
blunt,
dude.
Bong?
It was probably a fucking Pepsi can.
I remember,
to be honest with you,
I remember people
getting that aluminum high.
People would give me drags of their weed cigarette, weed stuff.
Weed.
Here you go.
Weed.
So like, yeah, tobacco.
Spliff?
And pretty much, yeah.
So it's tobacco and weed in it?
I don't know.
Those fuck you up, dude.
So I took it, but like, I didn't feel like when alcohol starts to take over, you're like, oh, okay, I can feel something right now. When I did stuff like that, like just the smoke, like in and out type stuff, like a cigarette, never really affected me until I did a bong hit. And I was like, are you fucking serious right now? When I do that, my jaw goes numb as fuck. Like I can feel my jaw literally going. No, it goes super numb, and the rest of the world is super slow, and my movements are really fast. And it just is like and I was like, this is it. This is what it's like. And I remember playing it. I used to play and smoke a lot with MJ. We would play basketball all the time. NBA 2K, the Michael Jordan one, because when the NBA went on strike, 2K was like, oh, we'll make a Michael Jordan version. We were playing that one, and I remember going out. He would play like the games like full quarters, 14 minutes, like Jesus Christ. And
dude.
It was me and him, and we played as the Knicks, and with Melo was still on the team, and we were going against 2 of his friends that were over. And we were getting our ass beat. They were playing the Celtics when the Celtics were stacked with Garnett and them. And we go out halftime. We're probably down 20. And I remember I'm just sitting there, but I remember MJ being like, hey, what are you doing?
Sleeping.
And I look over and I snap to it. I'm like, what do you mean? And I see myself, and I'm running into the bleachers. And I've been doing that for like 3 minutes, is running my character in. And he's like, dude, we're down by 20, and like for some reason it went from being chill like I feel like it affects your mind to be
Hyper
like,
fucking
I need to
focused.
perform right there, and then Melo dropped 42, and we end up winning like the game, the game beater. Like it was like so surreal. Like you just zoom in, like zone in on what you're doing. Like I need to play well.
Dude, we were living in Seattle, and I got my Wii for the first time. Shout out to my mom.
Is that like your head? You got first head?
What?
You said you got a Wii for the first time?
Yeah, Nintendo Wii.
The fuck is that shit? I'm fucking with.
I know, I was gonna go with it. You fucked it up, Joe. But yes, I got head that night too. MJ. We were playing. We were playing the Wii, and we were playing the new Zelda game, and we just fucking ripped. And there's a spot like in the game. I don't know exactly when it's been fucking.
That's not a game.
12 years or whatever. But anyways, you got the controllers and you're fucking doing the hack and slash and shit. And you're on your horse and you're doing this jousting with some guy on like a warthog or some kind of fucking pig thing over a bridge. And you get knocked off finally. Spoiler! You get knocked off and you fall into this little lake that's below the bridge. I was so fucking gone that when I got knocked off the horse and it goes your character falling in the pond. It's like, 50, 60 feet down. I did a fucking double take, bro. I did a double breath. I was like, getting ready to go into the water. Like I thought I was going into the water because I was standing like this far from my TV, fucking fighting this beast and shit.
And that's back, like the Wii was on top of its game. Like the graphics were super good.
Well, it was the first fucking.
Oh yeah,
I bought a brand new TV when I moved into that apartment. It was like my fucking school money.
It was like basically like 720, 1080p was
1080
to come out.
It was 1080, baby.
Holy,
I don't think the Wii was. The Wii was probably
your brain's not supposed to process that shit, and it's like,
well, dude, and it's the first it was like the first version of the Oculus because you're moving with your hands, and controlling that character.
Which was a great game for that.
Yeah, it was fucking badass. But I remember doing the double take because I was going into the water, and my MJ goes, "Really?" I was like, "Dude," and my heart's all fucking racing and shit. I was like, "Did you see that?" And he's like, "Yeah,"
and that's typical MJ. Like, just looks at you like, "Really?" That's basically what he did to me. Like when I'm running in the stands, and then it just made me focus. But I would love to do and have a trip coach with us. I would love to do mushrooms.
I don't need a trip coach. Just need to do it with someone that's fucking done it enough.
Or that's a trip coach.
Yeah, but they're going to do it with you. A trip coach usually stays out of it and watches you.
Yeah, like somebody that's going to make sure.
I'm not going to do it with fucking watching people. Fucking, that's not fun.
You're going to do it, so you won't even know the trip coach is there.
Who's going to be the trip coach?
Anybody that's, I don't know.
That's what I mean. You don't know. You don't want those
your wife?
Fuck no. I don't want to have a bad trip. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I want to see like what Rogan and them are talking about, like that shit.
Yeah, those are like all different levels, dude. That's like the echelon. That's like the pro level of doing shit. If you want to do mushrooms, just do mushrooms with a couple of buddies of yours, and you'll be fine.
No, I want to do.
Don't take a full eighth.
I want to do the.
Don't fucking go. You don't want to go deep into the fucking penguin's lair yet, dude. You want to fucking wait. You just get a feel of it.
What's the plant called they do? The fucking I forget what it's called, but
ayahuasca.
Yes, ayahuasca. I want to try that, but not a lot of it.
I don't think I even want to. I don't.
There's an Ari Shafir podcast.
Start with mushrooms, and then let me know if you want to go.
There's an Ari Shafir
that's a game
podcast
changer.
Where he did ayahuasca, but they were like, "Oh, you didn't do enough," and he did another one. And the video is only like 3 minutes long, but when they snapped him back from it, and it's very disturbing. It's like just waking someone getting knocked out, waking them up, and they don't remember shit, but they remember being like yelling. So he's like, "Ooh," like being all that.
No,
he said that like
wasn't ayahuasca. That was something with an S.
It's a plant though.
It's something you smoke and it only gives like a 2-minute high. It's, fuck, I can't remember.
It's a plant that you can. It's very
ayahuasca. It's like a whole journey. Like you're into it. Like you usually go to like shamans and shit, and they fucking. It's not something you just do.
No,
on the couch.
so it's not ayahuasca, but it is. I
know what you're talking about. And he said he had like families. He's like, dude, I had like a family, and I fucking I know.
He lived underwater.
Yeah,
and he had a life for 6 months.
No, 6 years.
Was it 6 years?
Yeah, he went through his whole fucking life, and they had a kid.
And it's only 3 minutes long. That would be fucking weird.
That would be, it's not ayahuasca. It's like, it's not psilocybin. It's what was that shit that was coming out, Tim? Like back like 2005, 2006, you could smoke it like weed, and it was like a fake weed, and it would fucking hit you, and you like people were doing it all the time. Like, it was like fake weed is what it was called. I can't remember. I never tried it. No, we did smoke it one time. but we didn't smoke a lot. And yeah, the trip.
Spice?
What'd you say?
Spice?
I don't think.
Salvia.
Salvia. There we
That's
go.
what it is. Salvia.
Salvia.
And it's a plant. And it's and yeah, so he did it. But yeah, definitely I definitely want to try the mushroom one. I definitely want, the one that Rogan does and is super safe is because your brain makes it naturally when you die. It's
But-
GME. Or
Remember that you're talking about the guy who has all the money in the world doing things with, he can pay people to do super safe things.
I think he
you know
did,
what I mean?
I think he did it before that though. You just don't.
I mean, probably.
You just don't have that personality and be like, you know what, I want to try drugs now. Like he probably did it before, but his are probably a little more not laced with whatever.
Right, yeah,
My hands are big.
Right.
I'm Mickey Mouse.
Exactly. Shit's going on. But no, tell me about the Cabo thing, because you were talking about it, or we were talking about
Right, so the wrong word is just like drugged. I'll say drugged.
Right.
But it's a nice word because it was by my significant other. So
Here's a little blue pill for you.
we're about ready. Yeah, we're about ready to go out to a nice dinner, hibachi dinner, where like they cook the food and shit in front of you, and do all that whirling and twirling. Throw the egg up, hit it with the spatula, and I've been fine. I wasn't really drinking at all, really, that day. And she's like, "Hey, take two of these ibuprofen before we go. Just make sure we just." That bullshit where like, oh, just want to have a hangover or whatever.
You're such a follower. Like,
It's
okay.
fucking weird. And I was like, okay. But I remember like it in my mouth. It's like, this is a weird ibuprofen. Like, all right, whatever. It was like flat and long, and it just didn't taste like ibuprofen.
He's like, oh, it's the Spanish version.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, it must be the Mexico version. So then we proceeded to make love, but it wouldn't go away. I was like. And I was thinking, I'm like fucking Christian Bale in the mirror, like, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. So, yeah, we'll go again. I don't know what's going on. Let's keep going out here. It still wouldn't go away. I'm like, what the fuck is going on out here?
Go down, wiener.
And finally, after the third one, I was like, taking a shower, and finally was going back to like.
You're putting a cold towel over it, like
no,
a champ in a boxing match.
I didn't.
You just got done doing 12 rounds. Like, hey, it's a cold camp.
I didn't think
buddy.
of. I didn't
give me the ice.
I didn't think anything
Cut
of it,
me,
but
Mick.
it started. It started to like just go like do its thing. Scared turtle again. Got in the shower. Was that whatever? It's like, I just must be super happy right now. I don't know what's going on. And then every time I would see her, my wife, or she would do something, it would just be fucking 6 to midnight instantly. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on right now? I was like so confused in my mind, but I was like, I didn't care at the same time. But yeah, she gave me Cialis. Pretty much gave me like Mexican Cialis. She's like, I know I couldn't tell you because you would only focus on that, and then we'd be in the ER right now, and you'd be getting a needle in your dick.
Hey,
like, yes,
when you shoot my dick, I'll put a fucking bar through it too.
You're 100% right. But yes, that shit does work. I highly recommend it. 100% recommend it. Like, no, I know like you were saying we should do it on the podcast. No
we
homo.
should. I think everyone should pop one and just see what happens. So you can keep the boner down.
It doesn't really give you a boner. It just makes you, if you think about it, it's up.
So who's gonna be the first one looking at
so
us? I'm gonna wear fucking tights.
We just pass around photos of men and women and then
yeah, exactly. There's a dog's asshole. Tim's hard. What are we doing here?
But yes, it works. It works 100%. Now that I know, like,
we can't have Jim for that episode.
At least with yeah, fucking not enough
Focus
room
in the eyes.
Yeah, no
not
shit.
enough room in
that
here.
table would be destroyed.
It would spit the pill back out. Don't need this shit.
Except for they're doing push-ups in the corner.
But now that I
Chin
know
ups.
it works, I'm like, and I don't get like cardiac arrest, not yet at least, or my shit doesn't stay where I need a needle in it at the ED. I'm like, that shit's amazing. Like, who
was it as big as that guy's belly button?
It's not that it gets bigger. It just means, that like, when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. 100% of the time. Doesn't matter if you already went. And it doesn't matter what they do. They could just walk by you and air could hit it. What?
Hot breath.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm still down to pop it on the podcast and see what happens.
Joe's
going to come in with his gi on.
No, everyone's got to wear like
tie it down with a belt.
Everyone's got to be like the strip club, no underwear and just pleats.
That's what I'm saying. I think tights.
Yeah,
I think we all come in with tights or like Under Armour pants or some shit. You know.
Fair enough.
That'd be the best way.
But yes, don't let me forget, like with that belly button story. Okay.
That's why I'm lead into it.
In Cabo, we all know how I react to belly buttons, especially my own. I'm sitting there in the hot
Fills
tub.
them up.
I'm sitting at the hot tub, right? And there's an older dude talking to another older dude. Typical hot tub scenario across the way. And I swear to God that his belly button, it looked like a worm coming out of a fucking hole. Like it was probably 2 inches in diameter. It was an Audi for sure, but something happened to
That's
the
what
skin.
you think. Maybe it's an innie.
Or something happened to the skin around it. Like, and all I could think about looking at it as it was shaking back and forth like a hot dog in a fucking shaker cup was, what happens if you fill that with your semen? Like, what would that look like? And I don't know why, but it just crossed my mind. Like, if I had a belly button like that, I would pass on shooting it on my belly.
I don't think you'd be able to get it in there, son.
It would just be like a cinnamon roll, you know? Just fucking.
Little Krispy Kremes.
Oh, it was. I still have it in my mind. And the worst part, the worst part.
But the old man or the belly button?
I think we should give him some Cialis.
Not that, but like he was talking about like his daughter or daughter-in-law going like just getting out of med school and shit, and was like, how are you that out of shape and a doctor? Like I gathered that they were doctors based off the conversation they were having. I'm like, dude, can you surgically remove that shit? And it was so weird because his friend was sitting all the way in the tub, face right on belly button, because he was out of the tub and you could,
maybe he sucks on it like it's a fucking thing.
I bet his. It'd be so gross.
Cleaning the lint out of that belly button, dude. Could you imagine?
And I'm
the fucking
maybe, and I'll be respectful
there.
to like maybe he had like his gallbladder removed and they fucking yanked that shit out a little too hard and just popped out like ballooned up his belly button or something. But it was not natural. Like I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now. I can't take my eyes off this shit. I literally can't.
You just put your glasses on, shades.
And if I was a little more drunk, which wasn't the case because it was in the morning, I would have been like, what the fuck is that, bro? I didn't pay $3,000 to see fucking hobby coming out of your fucking alien repeat out here on the fucking, like, get that shit out of here. So, I'm not Sigourney Weaver out here, okay, bro? I can't handle this shit. Put that away.
Face sucker away.
Get it away. It was bad. It looked like this. That's what it looked like.
Okay.
My phone's trying to look it up right now. I can't understand that.
Neither could I.
Oh, yeah, that was my trip in Cabo. It was fun, though.
Oh, good. Good you came back all in one piece. Or with pieces. You should take that for a souvenir.
It was so nice that I've been looking at places to retire down there in L.A.P.A.Z.
In Cobb's?
Yeah.
You don't want to go to Cobb's. If you're going to go retire, dude, go to the Mediterranean side. It's way better. It's so much nicer.
Over in
It's not
Europe?
desert.
In Europe?
Fucking Cancun.
That's the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, Mediterranean side. Mediterranean side. Yeah.
Okay, you were wrong about the pineapple.
Wrong continent, man.
Yeah, it's the wrong continent.
That's over there.
It's the Gulf of Mexico? Did you fall asleep in Worley's class?
Probably. It's all the same.
Oh, my God.
It's the med side, baby. Gulf of Mexico. It's Mediterranean side.
I've been in the med.
Oh, my God.
It is amazing. I highly recommend it. But, yeah, a Gulf's a Gulf, sea's a sea. Same fucking ocean.
Exactly.
It's both the Atlantic. I'll give you that.
There you go.
The Med's in the Atlantic. The Gulf's in the Atlantic. I see where you're at. It's confusion.
It's on that left side.
We're
if you're looking south.
8,000 plus miles apart, but yeah.
Right.
I see that.
Yeah. Sharks also swim the same, baby.
It's,
so do whales.
The Gulf of Mexico was formed because that's where the comet hit to kill the dinosaurs. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I saw it somewhere.
It was like a t-shirt.
Yeah,
You're leaving Cabo.
Yeah. We had dinosaurs.
Fucking dumb. Well, what do you think, gentlemen? Where are we at here? 1:15-ish?
Yeah.
You got anything?
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Tim? Oh, you had some fucking
I was
some things built up over there.
I was just I just thought with the Super Bowl happening,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, it'll be going on tomorrow. Should be a pretty good game.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just thought, what would be your Mount Rushmore of the NFL? I'm talking like all players, not just quarterbacks, but who would be your Mount Rushmore? Who would be your 4 guys or even your 5 guys that are the greatest to ever do it?
Offense only?
Football players.
Football?
Oh, no.
Oh, to have on a team. Okay.
For 5? That's a solid push because you can go a lot of routes.
Should we go one at a time? You name one, I name one, Tim names one.
Want to make 5? Make a 3 shots podcast 5?
Yeah, there we go.
That'll probably be easier than all of us naming the same 3 and then 2 randoms.
Okay. So us all together?
Yeah. Who are you going to put on first? I already know who you're putting on first. Just throw it out there.
Who would I put on first?
I already know. Just throw it out there.
To get the job
Get
done?
it fucking off the fucking record so we can move on.
Put
Put them on there. Just fucking do it so we can go and the real boys can talk football players.
I think I would have to go defense first, so I'm gonna go with Deion Sanders for sure.
Okay. Saving it for the last poll.
Maybe, unless someone names the spot. So I named a safety. Can we keep naming safeties? I guess there's 2.
Well, you get 1 pick, bitch. It's gonna go to Tim. Did you not hear us just 30 seconds
No, I heard
ago?
that.
Okay.
I just didn't know if we can name positions over and over. Like if he named a running back, we're like, oh yeah, I know this running back.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You name 2 safeties if you want.
I would say I think and I'm not going to go with your traditional quarterbacks. I would say probably if I was looking at say receivers, I might have to say either obviously either Randy Moss or Jerry Rice.
Right.
Would be one of those 2. If you're looking at just strictly production, Jerry Rice. But if you're looking at all, the size of how he changed the game,
The craziness, the unbelievable catches.
It might be Randy Moss.
T.O.?
Might be Randy Moss. I think I'd have to put them on there.
Going Randy Moss. Okay. So we got Sanders and Randy Moss. That's
and I would disagree with the Sanders.
You don't like Deion Sanders?
No, it's not that I don't like him. I don't know. My head didn't go there.
Oh. No, that's fine.
I thought of more of like maybe an Ed Reed or a Polamalu or...
I don't think they would be there without him, though. Kind of like what you were saying with Randy Moss. Changed the game. He was the first to do it. I'll give you that. He was a freak, though. But, yeah, Deion. Because of his experience, and he's been there with 2 teams and actually won one with 1 team. Did he win it on the 49ers with Steve Young? And then he went to Dallas? I don't remember. Does he have a 49ers ring? Because I know I don't know
if he was with that team. I don't think he was with that team.
He went to Atlanta and then the Niners and then Dallas.
I don't think he played with Steve Young.
So it wasn't Steve Young? But he did play on the Niners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought it was Steve Young when he won.
Yeah, because he was with the Falcons and then he went to...
49ers and then Dallas.
Was it the Niners first?
Yep. And then Dallas.
Okay.
So just been around, been in Super Bowls, been in playoffs.
Right.
And
a World Series.
That deep threat. And also he can punt return like a motherfucker too. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, even if you compared his stat line to like say a Devin Hester, I mean it's pretty comparable, but still Sanders fucking whoops his ass, which is crazy. Hester was just like the new like 2.0 version of him. Yeah. I don't think he has more returns for touchdowns. I still think Sanders has it.
No, that was Hester.
Was it Hester?
Hester
he
does.
Beat him? Okay.
But they got him off special teams.
But I think that was the only thing he was doing at that point.
You don't want your...
Yeah, well, then they moved him to the offense.
You don't want your star safety returning punts when he can get knocked the fuck out. So once they realize this...
You do when he's fucking getting you 7 points.
Because
or 6.
Stephon Diggs returned punts. And once he started fucking returning punts, they're like, well, fuck, man, we should actually play him as wide receiver. He's fucking fast. Yeah, we're not going to have you... It's like having Justin Jefferson return punts right now. No one's doing that.
Or what's his face that played for Seattle and got hurt? The fucking I can't think of his name. He was their big push.
Curse?
He played for Florida State. Played
Oh.
for the Gators.
The guy broke his neck?
No.
No.
Percy Harvin.
Percy Harvin.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, same difference. Okay. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna have to go with LT.
LT's a good choice.
It's a good choice.
It's a good choice. That's a tough one because you're looking at 3 with him, Buckus, and Mike Singletary.
Yeah,
that's kind of the 3 to ever do it. I don't think you can go wrong.
I mean, and that's even like if you're taking like the high stat line away, like would you even put
the Chargers running back? That's who you're talking about? LT?
No.
Oh, I was
not
off
with
there.
Damon Tomlinson, Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, okay. Then there's only one LT and it's Thomason, not Torrance.
That would be.
So that's another defense player, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Fucking crazy son bitch, baby. Come on now. He's like what
he did
52 was pretty much.
He did give Belichick
Ray
his
Lewis
first ring.
Because it's right there too. Like you put those two together as a stat line, it's like but Ray Lewis is. I mean, you're talking about building a fucking team.
He's the Giants.
See, he would be number 4. I mean, I probably would have Singletary or Buckus ahead of him.
I think I would, but I think there's something about Ray Lewis that he brings to the table that those guys didn't. Like if you're talking about a trained killer on a team compared to being a trained killer amongst trained killers who made that team killers. You know what I mean? It's like weighing personalities.
Wasn't Buckus a tight end?
I also agree with you.
He's a middle linebacker.
Oh, it's Dicta. That's what I'm thinking about. Mike Dicta. Okay.
So, I think I would do.
So Sanders, LT, Randy Moss. With Randy, I got to give him a quarterback. And it's not who you're thinking.
No, here we go.
It's to me who I think
should have led with it.
It's to me who I think is the greatest quarterback of all time because
Marino.
Dan Marino, by far, 100%. Talking about changing defense and actually changing the game, that's actually what makes, in my opinion, what makes you the GOAT. Whether you win championships or not, that would help. But there would be no NBA without Michael Jordan because he changed the game. There would be it would still be the ground and pound NFL that we saw because nobody could throw like Dan Marino until he came and changed defenses and showed that you can get the ball out in this amount of time like that and throw it downfield like that. So, yeah, Dan Marino with Randy Moss, easy, done. With that defense we have right now, fucking Dan Marino will be throwing left-handed out here. Jesus Christ, his right arm's hard. So
wasn't Marino left-handed?
No, he's right-handed.
Oh,
Steve Young is the only left-handed quarterback that I know. Maybe there was a Raiders back in the day that won a Super Bowl. I think you can count them on your hand how many left-handed QBs have won a Super Bowl, and I think it's 2.
But Vic was in the Super Bowl, wasn't he?
No.
I can remember when he went to the Eagles.
I should have said Michael Vick. I forgot about him, but I don't like running quarterbacks, so I like quarterbacks that do their job. Do your fucking job. Throw the ball.
Quarterback's a hard one, dude, because you can pick through.
Could you imagine being a running back and playing with Michael Vick? Well, fuck am I here, coach? I want to be traded. Same thing with playing with Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Like J.K. Dobbins. Why am I here? Like, I want to go win. I don't need a fucking running back. Like, or I don't need a quarterback.
Yeah, but you have to open that up too. It opens up more of an offense by having that available.
But
you know what I mean? Because now no one ever accounts for the quarterback. And when they do, they have a spy on them. So it's like, oh, here's a sack. And it's like, nope, boop, there's 14 yards.
So
there's 20 fucking yards.
So the difference is because I don't think LT could compete with the Lamar Jacksons, Michael Vicks, and
I bet he could. I bet he fucking could in a heartbeat.
He was a freak.
And it's
especially
understandable.
Coked up LT.
And I give you that.
Get out of here, baby. He's running faster than Lamar.
But me as a coach, like the Ravens literally had to offset their whole fucking offense so they play 3 tight ends, 2 of them block, 1 catches. Their best receiver is a tight end.
Oh, I guarantee you go back and you look at old documentaries or old tape of people talking about
LT's Belichick's won. Belichick got his first Super Bowl with LT. Like you got 2 Super Bowls with LT and Giants.
I mean, you had teams that were just literally game planning for him. I think he was that first player that they just game planned for him.
Yeah, didn't he break that Washington Redskins leg too?
Probably did.
Not Alex Smith, obviously, but the other guy. Yeah.
No, I don't think it was him.
And he was like, "Oh my God, his fucking leg is looking back at me," and he's like all waving. I only remember that because that's how the blind side opens. Literally, LT killing that quarterback. Like his leg is looking this way when it should be going that way. So we got Randy Moss, Dan Marino, Taylor, and Deion Sanders.
We're missing a back.
One more. Well, we're
missing
a lot.
Doesn't necessarily have to be on there. I mean, you could do a tight end too, but I mean, tight ends. I mean, let's be honest, they're not changing.
I was thinking
they're just another weapon to have.
Starting five, but we could also do.
But this is the Rushmore.
We could also do
not
after
starting
this,
five. This is what we're gonna go see.
Okay.
So, a lot of options here, Tim.
I think this one might have to be a full debate on everything, and I think at this point you got to go running back.
I think that's a solid choice.
And I mean, there's a lot of amazing running backs over the years.
I mean, we pretty much just pulled all the main spots regardless.
Yeah.
Safety, linebacker,
yeah,
receiver, quarterback. I mean, we're not saying D-line or O-line, which are the big dogs in the trenches, obviously, but we like to get skilled out here, boys.
I honestly
we like to be flashy.
I would have been surprised, because my knowledge on the line is very bad. But I'm surprised that none of you picked like a left tackle or something.
Well, I mean, I think you could. I don't know. I think I'd have to look at stats.
I think they're so not interchangeable because a good left tackle is a good left tackle, but everyone has a good left tackle until they don't. But then they get one or someone comes into the league. They're not like the Randy Mosses.
But it's the highest.
I can't tell you.
Well, that's not true because it's the highest paid position in the league.
Left tackle?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Oh my God! Look it up again so I can get another chalk. You have to look it up.
You're telling me he's making more than Aaron Rodgers?
Highest paid position is left tackle, guaranteed.
Over a quarterback.
Over quarterback.
You are smoking so much grass right now. Did I root for you? What's going on here? Did I drug you?
I'm just saying, like, left tackles and cornerbacks would be the second. And then, okay, so to be fair, quarterbacks we know get blown up in salary. It's because they're the show, and that's what people are watching. Yes, they're going to get paid.
So don't change what you just said.
But I would say left tackle and cornerbacks. Ed Reeves is probably the highest paid cornerback.
Well, he's a safety.
Ed Reeves was not. Reeves.
Ed Reeves or Ed Reed?
Reeves. I don't know his first name, but Reeves. Yeah. Reeves is the highest paid. He was once the highest paid professional athlete in sports in the NFL, and he played cornerback. The guy for Seattle that the Jets that he got from the Jets. What's his name? That plays safety.
Who's hurt all the time?
That he just got hurt. Wears armbands up the ass. Armband here, armband here.
Alexander Allen.
No, he makes more. He makes more money than 30, probably 25 quarterbacks. Adams, yes. Yes. I don't know his first name, but yes. Yes. Left tackle is the highest paid position.
All right, in the NFL right now. Rodgers, Murray, Watson, Mahomes, Allen, Carr, Prescott, Stafford, Wilson, Cousins, Goff, Wentz, Aaron Donald. Matt Ryan, Hill, Tannehill.
Can you go by
Adams, hold on. Garoppolo, Hopkins, Joey Bosa, Kupp, Brady, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown, Diggs. I can keep going.
No, can you?
Oh, wait, there's an offensive lineman.
Google.
Number 30.
Google position, though. Highest paid position.
Well, it's going to be quarterback. Are you talking about like...
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers had to earn fucking $500 million a year. Left tackles, if they're good, start off making that much money.
Yeah, but there is no main salary of what you make. There's only a salary of what you can't make less than. Does that make sense?
True.
It's not like if you were working for me, your ceiling is everything. You can make as much as you want, but I can't pay you any less than $5.
Yes, but
I can pay you $1 million.
I was saying like teams will spend more on left tackles than they would on quarterbacks until the quarterback proves himself.
They'll spend more on left tackles over a fucking guard. Or over a receiver if they're not proven.
Get paid, but I mean, they're probably a top 5 position, top 6 position.
Yeah, they're just not going to pay them any less. Like if the rest of the O line can only make $1 million minimum, like that's the lowest they can go. Left tackle is probably 1.7 or something like that. I don't know.
I would say
they are important, but no.
I would say on a team, an average team, it'd be quarterback number 1. Yes, but there's only so many quarterbacks that are getting paid right now.
Pretty much all of them by that list that I just listed.
Right.
But there was like
even backups.
You named 12 quarterbacks. I could name 12 quarterbacks too that are getting paid. And then it went into like like Stephon Diggs, a wide receiver. Yeah, then went to receivers. There would be 0 running backs. that are.
That's because the league looks at running backs as garbage, and
they probably look at offensive line, and they look at offensive linemen that way too. Because the reason quarterbacks get paid is what I found out about football, especially doing dynasty, is longevity, and quarterbacks play forever. Aaron Rodgers is 38 years old. He's still good.
Yeah, I mean, look at Tom Brady.
Of course you're going to pay him.
With an ACL.
You're not going to pay a left tackle his salary because he's beaten up. He's got to go against like the Bosa's of the world.
But that's also not true because a good left tackle, if they're healthy enough, they'll keep him on that roster for 10 to 12 years. They'll be one of the oldest minus the center lineman on there.
I'm curious.
Think of Bakhtiari. You know what I mean? Like he's been on the Packers for what?
Yeah, but he's
always
always hurt though.
He is, but he's so good they keep him.
Yeah,
going to what you're saying,
he's fucking good.
But he's not making Aaron Rodgers money. He's not making Aaron Donald money.
No,
he's not making Stephon Diggs money.
No, I was saying
he's probably making a base salary of like $3 million a year.
I was basically arguing like starting like if you were to be a rookie, I should have phrased it better. Yes, I know quarterbacks make tons of money, and I know the list is going to be quarterback, wide receiver. Aaron Donald was surprising.
There's a couple D guys in there.
But to start, if we were to start and you did running back, I did quarterback, he did left tackle, he'd make more than us.
Not true.
100%.
Not true.
To start. If he washed out.
Yeah, but you also have to think about what rookie contracts are for the first 5 years.
I think they.
And there's I think
the NFL realizes they're only going to get 2 to 3 years out of a left tackle.
It's a base. So for 5 years, you're getting, or for 4 years, if you renegotiate with your fifth, you're getting a base. It does not matter. Now, if you came out as a fucking badass left tackle, they might throw you a couple extra 100, maybe a couple mil. If you come out as a quarterback and you renegotiate in your third year because you're that good of a quarterback, you're getting paid, son. Tackle is still sitting.
I would just say, and we can dive into research on this if we want to. I would say the highest paid positions on average, not after they get paid, on average, are left tackles and cornerbacks, CBs. 100%. That's why, why Reeves was one of the highest paid players.
It's because he was one of the highest paid players because he was that fucking good. Put him in Revis,
yeah.
Revis Island, because he was shutting down motherfuckers.
Yeah, Revis Island.
And so he was that good where he earned
how much?
That money.
Where's Jalen Ramsey on that list? I'm surprised he wasn't up there.
He's only making a couple mil a year, like 4. Which I mean, fuck, I wish I was making 4 mil a year, but it is what it is.
But also, I could be thinking about like before the Peyton Manning rules came out and the whole game fucking changed. Like after 07, 011, I feel like whenever like the quarterback got where you couldn't touch the quarterback as much.
Oh, you mean after Brady?
No, because I will contest that Brady and Aaron Rodgers are one of the 2 elite quarterbacks that argue that it's stupid to have these rules. Peyton Manning, on the other hand, I will 100% argue that it's Peyton Manning.
He didn't want to be touched. He didn't even want to look at sideways.
It's 100% Peyton Manning.
But that's because of how he throws, though. Like he's
you're
so
telling
up
me,
in the pocket.
And that's why I picked Dan Marino. Dan Marino could throw left-handed, never has in his life, and still break every record.
No, Andy was mobile
in this league
Let's
now.
not forget. Andy was a tough son of a bitch.
And he lost a Super Bowl.
Marino came out of Pitt, right?
He lost both his Super.
Yeah, he came out of Pitt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pitt or Pennsylvania? Yeah, Pitt. And he lost both his Super Bowls to your linebacker you picked, Lawrence Taylor. That motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why he's up there, baby. All right, Tim.
Your last guy.
Who's your back? This is a big fucking open question here because there's so many, like, you don't know the offense, but you do know.
Well, you
have.
You have Randy Moss on the outside.
But this isn't a team, though.
Dan Marino.
Right. But that's not a team. It's just the best that we're picking.
But they're going to be on the team, though.
No, you don't. It's like taking, like, the starting 5 that you want from.
Oh, I thought we were building the team.
No, it's the Rushmore.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If you were starting a team, I could take the 5 of the Packers and put them out there and then we'd arguing, no. But running back is different.
You should have went with Jerry Rice then. You were wrong on Randy Moss if it's the Rushmore. Just
saying. This fucking guy.
Sorry.
There's so many different ways. There's so many different, like what kind of back do you want?
I mean, you got Barry Sanders, you got Gale Sayers, you got Walter Payton, you've got Dickerson, you've got Bo Jackson, you've got LT.
And if we're talking Bo Jackson, we're saying he's staying healthy
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, I mean, healthy Bo Jackson, I think you got to put him on there regardless. But
he wasn't.
He wasn't.
He ain't got them hips,
Didn't
baby.
do it.
He can't
Didn't do
dance.
it.
He can't dance.
I would say I'd probably have to say it would be a tie for me between Jim Brown and Walter Payton.
Can I throw one more in there for you?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a 3 Shots podcast without him. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Jim Brown, O.J. Simpson, and Walter Payton. Who you got?
The glove fits, baby. You must have quit.
The fucking juice.
I think I would drop. Even if you had an OJ, yeah.
I'm surprised
I
you didn't
think
go
I
Barry
would.
Sanders too.
I think I would drop Jim Brown, which fucking hurts me to say this, to add Barry to that list.
Yeah, Barry
My
Sanders.
only
Because
problem with
Walter
Barry,
and Barry.
my only problem with Barry is longevity. I mean, the guy only got 8 seasons.
But,
Well,
he played,
9.
but he played for the fucking Lions.
I get that. I
That
get
It's
had
like
no-
Megatron. Like Megatron should be fucking up there.
Okay,
right?
so the big controversy with Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith is if Barry Sanders would have played for the Cowboys with that offensive line,
He's the Tom
But-
Brady.
they would have fucking won every year of their life. Barry Sanders did to running back football what Dan Marino did to quarterback football. Like he was just gifted.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing,
However-
too, is he was what AP was
However,
when AP
though,
was good. Shifty, fast, and strong. Like, people always, like, show the highlights of Barry fucking breaking people's ankles down. But that motherfucker was a solid guy. When he hit people, he moved them.
How was it he didn't have any pads that fit him? You notice like in all these
Because
old
it's the 80s and 90s
he's got,
football,
like, these
baby.
pads that are just like
the
flying all
the
over
pads,
the place.
he's going left, the pads are going right.
Yeah.
Like I can't keep up. Fucking.
It's the mentality, if the pads are bigger, you can hit harder.
Yeah.
You know?
I
I mean, because
I think-
AP would be
I
one,
think
too.
I think you can't.
See,
go,
I would take primetime off that list. I don't think primetime should be on that list.
I think you can't go with. I don't think you can go. First of all, I will say.
I think we'd have to have
you guys
like
can
a Mount
argue. I
Rushmore
don't think you
of
can
every
go.
position.
You
Yeah.
can't go.
I think that would be solid. I think that'd be the better way to do it.
We could do that, but I don't think you could have around Mount Rushmore anyone after 1986 below that, because the league is way better than it was back in the day. You can't have Jim Brown, in my opinion.
Well, that's
See,
why I
think
jumped
there's
him
a
off.
few, I think there's a few transcendent guys.
I think
that
Ray
could
Lewis
play.
would hit Jim Brown coming up the middle one time, and Jim Brown would be like, "What the fuck happened to me?" You got fucked up by someone that knows how to work out, best nutritionist in the world, super strong.
Right, but that's
knows how
like
to tackle.
arguing MJ against LeBron, or the same difference. I know he played longer into the 2000s
because this game is physical. where
Yeah, but look how the
basketball's not.
games changed in basketball. Look back when
It's
when
got-
MJ was playing, Rodman was the scariest guy in the fucking paint because he's fucking throwing elbows, biting your ear off like a Tyson, like getting in your fucking face. And now it's if you look at him sideways,
Yeah, I'm saying,
they
like-
fucking Euro step and you still get a foul.
But I'm saying like
So-
the linebackers that we don't know of now would take out Jim Brown. That's what I'm saying. That's how far.
I
the
think
leagues
some
have
would.
been.
But
All of them would.
Again, there's only certain game changers.
Alabama would.
Like, college kids.
Yes, 100%. Because of what we've learned and researched.
Yeah, but you
I
got to
don't-
look how big Jim
I
Brown
think
was. A big back
With
You know,
basketball,
he wasn't like
a non-contact sport. Yes, we could go back and pick
like an Arian Foster.
I could pick up Bill Russell and be like, no, you're never gonna win. Contact sport
because
football.
there's 7-footers now.
Contact sport football. There's no fucking way that the offense would survive these players this day and age.
The game's so fast though too.
But it's super fast.
So fast.
They're not running 4.4s out there, 4.2s back in the day. No fucking way.
Now 5-2 was like a min,
Not until Dan Marino fucking fixed that shit.
right?
Don't fucking
You
run,
get
bro.
quick. So, what do you think, Tim? Who's your poll?
Shit, I probably got to go with.
There's no right or wrong answer here.
That is the boss.
I probably got to go with Sweetness.
Going with the sweets?
I think I got to go with
It's
Sweetness.
not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. So who do we got, Joe? Name him out.
I don't know who Sweetness is.
Peyton.
Peyton.
If you don't know who Sweetness is, you shouldn't be talking about this list.
I don't know who Sweetness is.
Do you even know what team he played for?
Sweetness for a running back? No.
This is why you make my mind hurt sometimes.
Sorry. So you're going Walter Payton. They called him Sweetness?
Yes.
All right. So we have Dan Marino at QB. We have Randy Moss at wide receiver. We have the Sweetness, Walter Payton at running back. We have Deion Sanders in your tertiary. We have Lawrence Thomas. Taylor. Sorry, LT. LT's got me fucked up. Lawrence Taylor at your secondary.
My secondary?
Well, I said tertiary for Sanders.
This fucking guy. God damn it.
Well, he's not playing fucking on the line, is he? I mean, he can, but yeah.
He's in the line, maybe. He was the line. Okay.
Because they would make Deion play safety or cornerback.
Is the line.
Is the line.
So.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll end on that. Well, that'll be 3 shots.
Fucking, no. We got to end on this. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Oh.
Ooh.
Who wants to go first?
Joe's going to say the Bills.
Let's go, Joe.
I'm going Eagles by 24.
Eagles by 24?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a bold pick.
Eagles
I'm not saying you couldn't be wrong, but that's a bold pick.
Eagles by 24.
I think I'm worried that Jalen Hurts is not healthy. So I'm worried about that.
I hope he doesn't play so Gardner Minshew can come up.
Well, I mean, I think he's still going to play. I just still think he's hurt. If he's healthy, I'd say Eagles, but I don't know. I can't. I think
Mahomes is hurt.
I know.
You know how it is. We play fantasy. You know how these fuckers are.
He played.
His ankle's fine. His ankle's not fine.
But the problem is he played, and he played really well.
He played against a rigged game, too. It's a very most controversial game. Yeah.
It was scripted, yeah.
Very controversial
Yeah, everyone
game.
says the football's scripted. Really?
Yeah, have you seen that shit?
I don't know. I probably have to say.
Magnetic gloves?
I don't know. 2 weeks of Andy Reid being able to prep with Mahomes. I can't take out Mahomes. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it comes down to the last drive. I think it's a field goal that wins it. And I think it's like 28-30, 28-31, something like that.
I'm going to call KC by 12. Okay. I think it's going to be a touchdown up. And then what's going to happen is they're going to flourish up on the old Eagles down there, get a safety. Be the second safety in Super Bowl history. And then they'll kick a field goal to finish it off. KC by 12.
Okay. With my 24, I will say that the Eagles defense will score more points than the offense.
Okay. All right. Guaranteed. We should fucking get up on what's the fucking Draft Kings and do a parlay on this shit.
100%.
I wish we could in Idaho. Can't.
You can't. I've even tried my brother's phone. Like, it's based off phone number where you're at in Idaho.
It's IP. Where you are. It's IP. It has to be IP.
I thought it was based off phone number.
No, because I can live in New York and have an Idaho number, and they're like, no, you can't do that. No, it's IP. It's where you're pumping at.
Yeah, the second you cross the state line, you could do it.
Yeah. We could ask Jared to do it.
But the problem is you can't collect.
My brother could. We could ask my brother. He lives in Portland.
You could if you set the bet in Washington.
My brother.
I think you'd have to go back to Washington to collect it.
That's fine.
We
it's right there, dude.
If you guys want to do it, we could do it. We got people.
Maybe tomorrow we do a parlay. We'll look up tonight and see if we can do a parlay. All right. Let's fucking get out of this bitch. Joe, you got anything to sign off?
Great to be back in the podcast. Check us out. 3 Shots Podcast 20 at Gmail. Hit us up. 3 Shots PC on Instagram, or not Instagram, sorry. Twitter. There we are. I'm getting better at this shit. What else we got? Instagram. I think it's just 3 Shots Podcast on Instagram. Throw up shit up there all the time. Anyone have any questions, shout outs? Come on, people, hit us up. We see you chat on our photos. Give us some questions. You know? What do you got? Let's hear it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
I'm speaking to the people.
Still got 3 Shots Podcast on Facebook, baby. Again, like what Joe was saying. Yeah, the other one. The other Facegrams. Send us a fucking DM. Like something with the YouTube 3 Shots Podcast. Get in there. I always hated when people would say, click the like button and subscribe because it's fucking annoying because everyone says at the end of their shit.
By the way, the like button's right here.
Hey, Daddy's talking over here. You calm down. But do subscribe and like it. I'm going to say it one time, and this is the only time, and then I don't give a fuck because it's annoying to say. Thick Tim?
Yo.
You got anything?
No, man. Yeah, just it was a good time. I had fun tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Start sending us some stuff. Let's go. It's going to only take off if you guys let it.
Some questions.
Right.
Let's go, people.
Make sure you guys check out North Idaho Discs. They're selling all the fucking swag. I'm rocking it right now, baby.
Look at that.
Want to play some fucking
Look
disc
at that
golf?
pine tree.
Smoke your ass. Then I'll smoke at some pickleball. You can smoke in the studio. We'll have a great time. Think about that shit.
Play
It's
some
one
pickleball.
thing. So, that being said, we're out, baby. See you next time.
Peace.
Say what? What? Go.